Rasim Arkadievich is a sincere patriot and a man of science who made a breakthrough in nuclear physics. Not everyone has understood his outstanding achievement yet. We ask you for the support. At the organizing committee meeting, we nominate this man, whom we are going to listen to, for the State and Nobel Prizes. Applause, please. After I finished my report to the scientific community in Sochi, Radi Ivanovich said, "You have to address the Congress adeptly." Since then, we keep in touch and do some work together. I'm very grateful to Radi Ivanovich for the opportunity to introduce some results of my work today. Thank you, Radi Ivanovich. To maintain the safety of life, we need to know the laws of development of the world around us and to understand sufficiently the processes occurring on the Earth and under the Earth. Then we would be able to predict earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, etc. Natural sciences are as old as people themselves are. We study the laws of environment to improve our life. I'm not going too far into history. Let us start with Dmitry Mendeleev, who discovered the periodic system of elements. Later, Ernest Rutherford ascertained the structure of an atom. Soon after, the Danish scientist Niels Bohr formulated his postulates, which formed the basis for the development of quantum mechanics, and so on. Since 1913, after Bohr's postulates, 100 years have passed, and scientists still cannot decide whether the electron is a particle or a wave, and in general do not understand what it is. Well, before I reveal my first hypothesis, I would like to launch into a brief digression into philosophy. There is the law of the unity and conflict of opposites, that is the driving force of development according to scholars, including Lenin. To have conflict of opposites, it is necessary to ensure the unity of opposites. Without this, there is no struggle. Now the first hypothesis about the electron, which manifests itself as a particle and as a wave. The electron consists of antimatter in matter. We have always believed that we live in a material world. If there is the unity of matter and antimatter, where antimatter is, we still don't know. Here is the first hypothesis. The electron is composed of matter and antimatter. Let us follow some physical experiments which were carried out, whether they are consistent with this hypothesis or not. When an electron turns into a wave, annihilation of its internal and external parts occurs. A particle turns into an electromagnetic wave. The anti-electron is the positron, which is also composed of matter and antimatter, but it is the opposite of the electron. If we turn the electron inside out, we get the positron. I have a picture here. Red color is matter and blue color is antimatter. Another particle is the positron, that means anti-electron. In their interaction, two gamma quanta are produced. Indeed, characteristically, always two gamma quanta. This confirms that both these particles are two-layer particles. Yellow color shows the layer of ester, which constrains the annihilation in some way. Let us develop this theme. If there is the positron for the electron, then there is the antineutron for the neutron. There is the antiproton for the proton, and then atoms of antimatter may exist. Therefore, if around the nucleus in usual matter electrons spin, then around the nucleus, i.e. antinuclei, in antimatter positrons spin. Americans studying black holes found a large number of positrons inside them. It is a definite indication that the black hole is composed of antimatter. There is a large amount of energy, the pressure increases, and when it comes to a critical point, there happens an earthquake or a volcanic eruption. After my little brochure, the Americans began to conduct research for the discovery of dark matter deep underground, and they found it. Here I have a printout from the internet which says that the Americans are 100% sure that the energy emission was the result of the interaction of ordinary earth matter atoms with the particles of dark matter, which is located deep under the ground. The second hypothesis. Many have heard about the black hole. I'm exposing the photo on the cover of this booklet. A black hole emits gamma rays. If a black hole swallows everything, how does it emit gamma rays then? The whole thing is very simple. When the black hole catches matter, annihilation occurs, and gamma rays are emitted because of the interaction. Charge does not manifest itself at all here. Electric charge in practice does not exist. There is matter and antimatter, which are attracted to each other. Above, I mentioned the structure of the electron. It consists of two layers, matter and antimatter. The third hypothesis, the black hole is antimatter. There is a large amount of antimatter deep underground, interacting with the outer layer, which is matter. That is it, perhaps. I don't want to bore you anymore.